Hi everyone, welcome to DevCast Ups. Today you have myself, Wale, and Barnaby. Why are you smiling? And James.
I need to,
Finally, the
move
whole
my
crew
camera.
together. Um, yeah. So today we're going to test out the image we built last week, and hopefully we'll be able to get past this as well because so far we've only managed to do one task.
This
Firstly.
should be the simple part.
Yeah. We've been there multiple times. Anyways, let me share your screen and we can go.
We did
So here's
remap our Packer process in the process of debugging the whole thing. So it wasn't just the same thing taking 3 weeks. We did improve it while we went.
I do need to look at what you guys did and try and work out what actually fixed it.
Well,
But
let me quickly consult Windsurf. And see.
it's fine. We can deal with it. I can just look at it another day. I can just look at commits. I can look at. I could probably do a PR between commits and see kind of what's actually changed, which is normally the easiest way of seeing what actually
Don't
fixed
worry,
it.
we gave it a good commit message.
Well, I would look at the code, not the messages. Today, we obviously have our base GCP repo. I think we're gonna change this main server from using a Ubuntu image to using our Vault stuff. And then I realized we need an image name, which I was just on. We had this client. We have our client that uses HTTP Pack artifact, so I can use this block for the main server.
Just FYI, it can get very expensive if we're using this to spin up our images. To spin up our VMs, and we're doing multiple tests.
I don't think we'll be running this that much. Was it 10 cents a build?
I don't know. I just know.
Yeah, this is just pulling the image though, not building. It's the building that's the expensive part, isn't it?
No, because either way we're interacting with HCP, right? Regardless whether we're building or not, because of the data block as well.
Yes, but this interaction doesn't cost money, does it? I thought it was just storing the metadata.
I need to look at that. Let me get back to you on that. Wait, what is doing the autocomplete for you?
It's called AI.
Yeah, but which one? The Copilot.
Copilot, yeah.
Wow. Wait, you logged in?
I have logged in, yeah.
Shocker.
What's the bucket name?
Out of all the AIs you could use. Oh well, let's find out.
So here's a question: how much do you think I spend on it?
I'm sure it's free, right?
No, I am paying for it.
You're paying for it.
If I was going to use AI, I was like, I will pay for AI.
Okay.
Like, because I think if you're a lot of times AI gets a bad rep because if you use the free model, they've used the free ones, they're pretty lackluster. So if you're gonna actually try it, you might as well pay for it.
I don't mind that. That's not my issue. But out of all the companies you could go for, you went for Copilot. That's
Yeah.
what I'm on.
Which model do you think I'm running?
I don't know.
This is Claude Haiku because it's the faster one.
Oh, interesting. And how much is Copilot a month?
So I'm paying $19 a month because I've got a business license. So by default, they don't take any of your data or anything. Which feels worth it for the type of stuff I'm doing. I think it's like a $10 a month base. Obviously, you've got usage limits. If you hit the usage limits, then they start charging you more money. But
no, actually, that's not bad.
Yes, and that's why I picked it, because I looked at the amount of money it would cost to just get Claude, because everyone was raving about Claude.
Yes.
And the fact this also gives me OpenAI, it gives me
A lot of different models, basically.
yeah. So I can extensively get most of the models.
Yeah.
I have turned off Grok because F Grok, but you kind of get all the models for that amount.
Actually, now that you mention it, let me check Windsurf because Windsurf is similar to Copilot, but I don't think I have Grok. Let me see. That would be the interesting one.
So the main reason why I picked it is also the like VS Code and everything integration, which I'm sure all the other ones can.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
There's definitely a level that I used this at my client side and was like, this works, so why not?
Oh, so you were inspired by, okay.
Well,
I think out of everyone, you're the only one I know that's actually paying for.
I had to touch Pulumi, which is not something I ever thought I was going to have to do. So I very quickly got an AI license, so I didn't have to read and actually understand it.
Oh, God.
And to get what I needed.
Code away.
All right. Oh, wow. I do have Grok. Oh, wow. And it's free. It doesn't even take away from my usage. Lol. That is so sad.
Saying something.
Yeah.
Self-link correct?
So it's been so long since we spun up clients.
No, it's external identifier.
So that means we just have to get Barnaby onto it now, right?
You're gonna try and turn me.
Yeah, man. James has just sold you.
It is also worth noting one of the reasons why I did it was faster, like autocomplete and changing. Because if it works, it can save time.
And do you know how many typos you have, Barnaby?
Oh, it doesn't help the spelling.
No, it does.
Okay, this should rebuild the main server.
Should.
I'm going to rename it just so we get a new... no, this will build a new storage device and stuff. Yeah, we'll lose everything and start again.
Do we still have floating disks somewhere? Or is it just attached to the box?
I think we just used the one that's attached. I don't think we...
Yeah.
Oh, we are ignoring attached disks. Yeah, we've got a boot drive, and then we can attach disks to it. But I think that's just because Nomad attaches disks, and we didn't want Nomad to wipe them out.
Yeah. That makes sense. Or we redeploy it and then deploy something else in this block, and it detaches the disk.
Yeah. Why do I always have issues with... What am I on? Base... Oh, no.
Something I think Wally was having issues when we were pushing the other week.
So because of that, I prepared this time. I made sure everything is working because I don't know why it just wasn't working. Oh yeah, we spent some time on it before it just randomly started working again. So.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it was to do with Git not being too happy.
Oh, I think I know what this is. This is because I've now logged into the VS Code, and it's probably something to do with the way my signing keys work. Because you should sign your commits. I really struggle to remember to sign commits, but one should remember to sign commits.
I have a suspicion that they're not signed.
The only reason I actually think one should sign their commits is if you look down a list of commit messages, you get your profile picture instead of the no user picture if you sign your commits.
Oh, wow. I really want to see my picture.
Well, if you're trying to see who did a commit, it's a very quick way of, it's a very visual way of seeing what's going on. No, I had 14 days ago. just okay. So I've got an hour. Oh, failed to get version by channel name. Oh, because you've not set up the channels.
Oh,
It's just
we don't have the
latest.
channel? Yeah.
Well, no, in the other. Oh no, channel name latest. I thought we used like live and stuff.
What was the login again for that HCP? I haven't been on there in a while.
Mine's my.
No, like client, yeah, we had live as
Oh, not authorized. The latest channel is restricted to users with right permission to HCP Packer registry.
Let's log in.
So my assumption is access-wise, I've given access to a server's account to a particular image, not to Terraform base. Oh no, it's got viewer role.
I don't think we did anything Packer
Interesting.
side for this.
I am only limited to one org. Why? Dev customs. Let's see.
It's interesting. The assigned bys for the old image is your user, whereas the new image is just HTTP Packer.
Control
Okay,
plane,
I'm gonna
channel-
up some
channel
permissions.
latest.
So I misread the thing. It's saying not authorized. So I've done a bad thing and just opened up some permissions. And I'm just going to see if this runs it. But I don't know if there's a way within Boundary itself to give people access. Not Boundary. Packer.
Just trying to see if we've codified it. There's a Packer TM.
Okay. So when you created the, did you manually create it?
No, we just ran the pipeline.
Oh, I don't think we pushed it. No, we did. Otherwise, because it shows here that we did the change. Yeah, last time it was 9th of February.
The channel access for latest was set to restricted, not unrestricted, and that's why that error happened. Oh yeah, I forgot we set up Boundary. Yeah, I have changed that now, and now I'm going to just change the user.
Do you remember changing that, Barnaby? I don't remember. Yeah.
It was the first time that image has ever successfully been built. So it wasn't an old channel that we were redeploying to, whereas the other one, I assume we configured it off outside of Terraform. Looking at
I don't even remember that being a thing that you could change.
Also, regarding pricing, so on top of obviously being charged for the storage, you get charged per request as well.
Pull request as well?
So using the data block as well, yeah. Because I know I spent a lot of credit when I was playing around with Packer. And and I wasn't even on the expensive tier.
Yeah, I think it's 10 cents for an image, whereas what's $1 for an image on like the highest tier?
Oh wow, the expensive tier is a whole different thing, but yeah. Imagine if I was an organization and I have developers trying something out and they do like 20 requests plus having different storages. Well,
It looks like they now have a self-managed version of it, potentially.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. When did that get deployed?
It makes Packer less. It makes Packer particularly less. Makes ACP Packer less usable, less useful.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you can just do essentially what HTTP Packer does yourself with a KV store. Or just
because I actually like the idea of it. I like what it does, but like the moment I went through all those credits, I was like, yeah.
I think for your company and doing the revocation stuff has use to you, I think it does make sense.
The other side is the child image rebuild, where you have the chains of images.
Yeah. To log into this box, I know we set up boundary. Is boundary actually usable?
I don't think I've ever tried it. Oh, do I even have it installed? Hold on. Boundary.
I don't know. We haven't tested it. I think it just uses the SSH debug tags for access still.
I do have a folder.
Yeah.
Boundary. Oh, lol, that's for the logo. Yeah. Nope.
I suppose technically we're still running the tunnel on it.
And is our boundary instance still running? Let's see.
That's an HTTP, so that's the one.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Boundary cluster. Yep, it's up and running. And we have not used it in forever.
We did mess around with it the other day.
Audit logs. Oh, that's not enabled. Let me log in. Let's see. If I log into our boundary instance, global, sign in. Oh, how do you log into boundary?
HPC and creds.
I got directed to Microsoft. Hold on, let me try again.
Well, it uses SSO then, I assume. If it's
no, I clicked on
we set up with SSO. You have
open admin UI.
Yeah.
Click on it, and then you select global. Oh, I can use password as well, but if I select global.
Yeah, we set up SSO.
Yeah, exactly. I've select global and then enter ID, sign in.
Yeah. We have also made it so we can connect to it by the internet. So I can just click the SSH button in Google.
Fair enough. Do you know why I got confused with this Microsoft thing? I forgot that we moved to Microsoft.
It's so sad that it's just so much cheaper.
That's why I thought I was doing something wrong.
Like, it's so sad. Okay, anyway, I have access to this box, so we should have Vault should run. We shouldn't have console. We shouldn't have Nomad. Just making sure this isn't. We have actually restarted with the new server. Slash Nomad. Right. Oh god. CD etc/vault. Oh, it's. Yeah.
Sudo and CD don't work.
I mean, it does. etc/vault-d. Oh, it did. Okay. Wow. There's nothing secret in the config file, is there?
No. Not to my knowledge.
Nice. Some server files that don't exist.
And also look at the date as well. That correlates with the they that we built it.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to handle
Barnaby,
this.
sorry, James, just give me a second. Barnaby, you keep dropping from the stream.
Barnaby, can you hear us?
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. He can't hear us. Oh, you've lost me.
Barley says that he's lost you as well.
No, I didn't. No, James, me and you lost Barnaby. That's how it is. Because, like when you look at the stream itself, he's not on the stream.
Yep. Well, everyone lost him at that point, and the stream didn't pick him back up. Okay. Well, Barnaby's lost his life out. So the listener block has
run it again.
TLS stuff, so that will fail
for sure.
And I think that's the only thing. I suppose cluster address HTTPS, even though it's not, we're not using TLS, so that needs to change. So I suppose.
Quick one. Sorry, before we move on, I'm trying to log into Boundary with the SSO stuff. Have you guys been able to log in before, right?
I'm going to say yes, because we did it on a stream a bit ago, but...
Oh, okay, because, yeah, it says I can't log in. That's fine.
I can't remember how much access and stuff we set up.
Okay. Carry on. I'm listening now.
Okay, so we need to change our file to probably just take a SSH config. I don't know how we want to do it, because I suppose at the point where we have SSH, would we bake that into the image? Should we bake our certs into the image?
Yeah, it's fine. I think, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so if we edit our image, or I edit our Vault. Oh, Bobby's going again.
Yeah.
So if we edit the Vault Ansible to handle not having a CA, because it'd be, this has TLS cert. How do you go if? Oh, it's close. But I want TLS cert dest is not equal to...
Oh, in case you missed it, it's trying to add the cert into the image.
The image? That's a bad idea.
Yeah, so if our current config
doesn't have
has empty quotes, which will fail, and it's got HTTPS here. So we need to not have that in the config. And I think the easiest way of doing that, assuming this is valid Ansible, I cannot remember Ansible if statements. It may be the... No, it's Ginger.
Percentage.
It's %. It's that.
Did you consult your Copilot?
Though it doesn't understand. It wants to... Why do you want to put an arrow there? That's not...
You want curly brackets around the percentage signs.
So it's that.
Yeah.
God, so that's the stuff that I think AI is really fast. This sort of thing's really fast for. You could do it without AI, but yeah. And then the same up here.
Oh, I can hear that sound of autocomplete.
Oh no, I do one else. It's why I do one else. Yeah, that's correct, isn't it?
You'll need a TLS disable block somewhere.
So here I need an else TLS disable.
I think so. Yeah.
For that. And then I need to go to DCO. Ansible, get status, get commit.
Sorry, which of the repos was the boundary stuff configured in?
I think there's either a boundary. I think there's a boundary repo.
Oh, I missed that. Let's check. Thank you. Nah, there's none. So it must be Hashi workload, maybe, or Hashi group. Entra ID as well. Okay. Let's see.
Okay. That pushed up. So I just need to rerun the image pipeline.
Yeah, should just rebuild.
Let me just find the repo and rerun it, and then. This is the one problem with using a Chromebook.
Like your Chromebook is a lot faster than mine. You're even streaming with it. I don't think I can do that.
I'm not streaming with it. I've got a HDMI cable plugged in.
It's a capture card.
Yeah, this is a capture card.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, this is purely like I have a second screen plugged in, and the second screen goes into my desktop, which you guys are seeing.
With the TLS certificates, I think I was cutting in and out when you were stripping them out. I guess the plan would be to migrate them to Secret Manager, or get a cron that generates them from Let's Encrypt, just baked into the box and templates them out at that point.
Yeah, so yeah, I suppose for now we've got if you're passing in these files, use them, else don't. Which I'll probably want to keep anyway, because I would like this code to work not with Docker, well, not with Packer as well. If you just wanted to run it on a long-lived server, like I probably will in my own house.
Yeah, I guess this just means when we have to have it so it can toggle to build the image with the ability to have the files templated out.
Well, that would be we could very easily change this else to be either on Packer image or else if on Packer image builds, do something.
I guess the neat bit would be to put it into the Vault service if it's for a Packer build, and just say don't start service until these files are not empty for the TLS files.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do lots of things, but we can worry about that when we actually get to TLS. We also need to work out what we want to do, because I think there's a level of, we keep talking about doing self-certs, or the other option would be put everything behind Cloudflare, which I actually quite like. So you put you can do MTLS between Cloudflare and the service, and you give the service an origin cert from Cloudflare. So only Cloudflare accepts that cert, and then from Cloudflare, everything's just publicly certed. So it's a slightly more complicated flow, but should mean things quite nicely.
Yeah, I guess if we're using internal certs, we can, once Vault is up, we can use it to mint additional certs and just add the CAs to our trust bundles.
To add the following trace,
you need end if.
End if. It's because I was writing. It's because I was writing Helm. That's the curly brackets. Go template is the curly brackets, which is end. So that's the reason why the AI thought, and I got confused as well. But I'll say it's the AI's fault, but really I just don't know what I'm doing.
I feel like the templating syntaxes for these various languages, my brain just never really holds them, despite how many times I'm doing it.
I jump around between them so often.
It's when you have to template a templating language, when things get real messy.
Yeah, I've had an issue where having to go from Helm into something else that uses Go templating. That's when things get We found a weird bug that something upper scored something that it shouldn't, or lowercase something it shouldn't. It's just things go weird.
One, it was trying to pass through the letter N for
that
a
one.
Boolean, and it sees it as a Boolean to then pass it through as false or something, or if you don't template it. So if you have double quotes and single quotes, it makes it all the way through because it strips one off at each layer.
Yeah, it's just a little bit disappointed though. My AI didn't see what file I was in and give me the suggestion based on the fact it's a J2 file, not another one. But
it shares your affiliation that file suffixes are meaningless.
That is true.
You've given it too much. You've set your context up to match too well.
I try very hard to not. I mean, you can do. I think there's a way in the top of a file you can give it a prompt.
You can build context files into directories that it should read.
Yes, I can certainly pull in that. I can certainly do all that stuff, which I've tried very hard not to. But I suppose at that point I can be like a J2 file is a Ginger2 template file. Run them as if they're format them correctly, sort of thing.
I guess the question, if we set that up, would we add the AI context files to our git ignores, or would you try and homogenize them across?
You should, from the very small amount I've looked into it, you should be pushing them up to Git, because it should be like, they have like agents and personas, so you can be kind of like, in this repo, these are the people that are using it. This is how a security person should be looking at it. This is how whatever should be looking at it. The way that should be centralized separately, I don't know. I just know it's a very easy way now to inject bad stuff into someone's browser, in someone's AI, if they're down any repos without thinking about it.
I saw a funny one. It wasn't anything malicious, but someone got to someone's Claude files and set in its kind of persona comment to everything in this code base as if you're Donald Trump. So it had these really like outlandish comments. All of the code was written fine and worked well, but it's the comments were just in a completely different tone. Took them like a few weeks to find the line in the file and just delete it.
That's where you have to ask the AI. So why are you commenting like this?
I wonder if it would point to its own config file.
If it's allowed to read those files. If it's it should. I don't know. They assume it would. I don't know. I have been messing around this for probably days, if not hours. So I'm still definitely a noob to all this stuff, but I'm slowly starting to see value in actually using it. So
yay.
And we can all thank Pulumi for that.
What is Pulumi?
Well, it's the because it's TypeScript, so all the code was in a package that was somewhere else, and it's like, how does this even like all connect? So I either had to spend an entire day learning the way Pulumi works, or going to an AI. I think it was like, does this create an ALB, or like, how is the network flow for this app? Like, it was very like high level kind of architecture stuff. That ran correctly, which is good.
Someone at work has been talking about Pulumi, but we've never really touched it. So you're the first one, I guess.
Yeah, my first Pulumi code that I've written is going into production in a couple of days, and hopefully it won't stay in production for that long, as I will slowly be ripping it out of the org, because I think if you're actually doing DevOps, Pulumi makes a lot of sense. No company we work for does DevOps correctly, so there is no point in having a tool like Pulumi.
I always find it funny that we have DevOps teams. It's like, well, if you have a
DevOps
team, it's not DevOps.
By definition, it's not DevOps. But I think if you're actually doing DevOps and there is everyone in your company is a dev, everyone that's doing that type of work is a dev, Pulumi does make sense because they're just then writing the language they know. But yeah, it's hard to. It shouldn't be too angry at Pulumi. It is a fine tool. I'm a little bit sad though that the TF CDK is now dead.
Wait, it's dead?
Yeah, they've deprecated it.
TFC UK?
Yeah, Terraform is no longer stepping in the ring with you can just write Terraform as code, which is a shame.
I do miss that. I did some fun things with that, to do some complicated things with policy, use some Vault, and just wrote a load of Python functions to interpolate stuff. And it worked really well to kind of abstract it away where someone could just write a JSON, didn't really need to care about any of the Terraform, and Python will all interpret it and convert it to TF files.
Oh, I'm kind of doing that in my current client. But YAML files and crazy local parsing. I know I have a image of what it shouldn't look like, and I'm trying really hard to not get to that point.
Yeah, I need to. I think the next thing is starting to put in Terraform tests and put a proper testing framework together for the code that I'm working on at the moment, so that if it gets extended later, as it's probably going to become almost communal code in a way that lots of people are going to use, having a testing framework that can go, this will still work for the other test cases.
Yeah, I really need to spend some time looking at Terraform tests and seeing like how to actually get value from it. Which, granted, the stuff that I'm doing, I probably will, because it's a config file that gets loaded in, which then creates lots of resources that all interleave based on what else is being created. So I imagine at that point, Terraform test is quite useful. Can Terraform test create resources as well?
It's been a while since I've touched it. It might be able to, but I'm not.
Because I know it only does the unit level. I think it does.
I think he does. I think it does. It does create resource and then deletes it afterwards.
Well, so you can still do the integration, the unit level where it doesn't. I assume you can do the integration level where it'll create resources. Because that would be quite
integration or unit testing in the docs. So
cool. Because I think that's the use that I would have, is to like, can I spin this up? And then the thing that no one thinks about is if I spin this up and then upgrade it to the latest version, Will it still work? Upgrade testing is important. Okay, that is server spun back up. Let's find my message again. I feel like a large portion of the day, this session has just been chatting and waiting for things to run.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing.
Also, trying to install Boundary in the background to see if it works.
Okay.
Just try and access the link I sent. I want to see if you can actually, because if you can access that, then something wrong. But
okay, that config looks correct. Just to answer while so I can log in via that. You may not be in an entry group.
I checked. I can see you guys' name in the in the Terraform file, and mine as well, actually.
Oh, I'm not going to do that now.
What's the scope? Oh, have you closed it?
I literally just clicked Boundary.
Okay.
So leave it. Oh, I've logged in now. Yeah, global scope.
Okay.
I can't get any further.
Well, you can log in.
Yeah, I can't view any. Oh no, but I can. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't view the. I can't see the platform. I can't get into the platform.
That's fine. That's a separate scope. Oh yeah, that is the scope. Yeah, platform scope.
But yeah, because I think you need to be in the admin group. Yeah, you may not be in the correct intra group unless you have visual. I don't know. We can look at that. So this is now done in Vault. Do we want, unless there's anything else we can see that's wrong in this file that needs to be fixed for now? I could obviously maybe try and just start Vault server. How do you start?
System CTL start. Oh, it may already be running actually.
It shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be started.
Even if it would have attempted and failed.
Yeah, that's what we want because it's. Oh my god.
Slow down. Oh yeah, export. Wow.
Cool. So that's Vault up happily. As in it read the config file and spun up. We have 15 minutes. Do we want to start messing around with the next step we were talking about, or is there other things we think we should look at?
I guess the other options is we work out how to bootstrap secrets into this for TLS and stuff, or we swap around with the back end. I'm not sure which would be.
So the way of the way I think we should do connecting. We just log into Cloudflare and I can talk a little bit about, because I don't know how much I had thought about this or used any of this stuff before I had done it. So this is how I do my home lab as well. So if I log into, so I don't use MTLS. I think Vault you can do. Oh, but if we do clients, I'm about to suggest we make it so Vault can't do cert-based login from users. Would we ever care?
I highly doubt it.
Okay.
And if we care, we can re-architect.
That's fair.
So it's just a networking layer change at that point. We should also update our Vault version. 1.16 is so old.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. I've now done the Chrome dual tab thing, which is really not what I wanted to do. So probably is my Authenticator app. I don't know if this is the right user I'm logging in as. Okay. So this is Cloudflare when it loads. Hopefully I have enough permission. So this is our domain we want to mess with. So within SSL, is this even nice? I've logged into one account. Oh, so they have something called origin certs. I'm just going to show this. I don't have enough access to show the fancy graph. So what this so what this lets you do is there's a cert that is signed by Cloudflare that you can make it so you give Vault this, and then Cloudflare, when it proxies to Vault, accepts the cert, and then you make it so Vault can only accept these certs. And then you can also do client certs, which I think is the where you can do MTLS. So these are the certs that Cloudflare you can say hosts enable MTLS. So this is what Cloudflare sends traffic on.
Mm-hmm. Would you at that point, if to make it the Vault host only trust certs from Cloudflare, are you modifying its trust bundle to do that, or are you doing something else?
So the way that our traffic gets to Vault is you go into Cloudflare unwraps it, rewraps the traffic again, and then sends it onto Vault. So Cloudflare, so all the traffic goes via Cloudflare and kind of gets unpacked and repacked at the Cloudflare end. Whether you think that's secure or not.
That gives me a little bit of that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, Cloudflare unpacking all the data for our secrets manager.
But it's Vault. It's still encrypted and stuff.
Not APIs, not the API.
I know, Vault just sends secrets.
Yeah,
that's fair. I'm happy to not do this. But this is the way that Cloudflare proxy works. So if you send traffic as a Cloudflare proxy, all the traffic is into Cloudflare, it kind of changes the cert and then sends to you. I'm sure there's a whole host of security docs around why this is a secure thing to do.
I'm sure they tell you that they don't steal your data, and they're very professional at it. And they definitely won't do it if the US government comes asking for it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's... Hopefully the US government never cares about what we're doing.
I'd like for it to be in a state where even if they did care, they wouldn't be able to very easily just rip it off some vendor.
I mean, there is a level of companies that use GDPR, that are GDPR secure, do use this stuff. So there is obviously a level of companies trust this.
I guess to an extent, though, for GDPR, it's a fairly simple rule. So imagine the proxies are geo-paired to data centers. There's someone that is running out of the UK or somewhere in Europe wouldn't be hitting a US Cloudflare endpoint as an entry point to an EU system.
No, yeah, cloud. I mean, would not surprise me is if a European Cloudflare had an issue, it would route traffic via the US, but Cloudflare will obviously try and keep latency as low as possible, so you'll hit your closest edge server.
They probably wouldn't. I guess they also think they won't store the data. They just pass it, which is, I can't remember the details of GDPR.
For Vault, this gets around the problem of how do we get a cert before our certs. I'm very aware, and you can have multiple listeners on Vault, can't you?
Yes, you can. I guess the other option that popped through my mind would be to use the kind of Let's Encrypt bot that we have that running baked into the image. I can't remember what credentials that needs. But have that fetch credentials from probably a Google secret, and then have that template out the cert files, and the Vault service just watch those files until they exist, and then start the service automatically.
Yeah, I can't. No, the issues we had with them was the Cloudflare creds, because we wanted to have it a way that we didn't have to always specify the creds with Ansible, but they needed to be on the box. But yeah, if we load them into Secret Manager and the box just pulls from the Secret Manager, that's probably fine.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go down that. I quite like that pattern of storing your very base secrets in the cloud secrets manager that you're using, and then pulling them with a cloud init script at boot that you template onto the image, or modify with or inject with Terraform on the two.
Yeah, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, our Let's Encrypt thing probably won't be too hard to change to. We'll need to change it to a cloud init so it gets the creds, because currently we're using Cloudflare for our DNS, and that requires obviously the routing stuff.
Yeah, because Let's Encrypt does make sure that you own your domain and aren't just cutting certs for random.
Yeah, cert bot, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Does it tell us how to do different?
We must have this codified somewhere.
Oh, we do. Probably be faster to find it in code over. Oh, I didn't know how quickly it'll be in Certbot to find the Cloudflare stuff, but we do have an Ansible for. Is it just TLS?
Yeah, DCO TLS Ansible.
Perfect. So can I open it up? Yeah, so I think maybe is it? Yeah, template. So this is what ostensibly needs to get loaded, which is the DNS API token.
Yeah.
And then that just runs on a contab and log rotate. So I think I don't know when the Cloudflare INI actually gets run.
I think it was just, I can't remember how long the certs lived. Was it a month? These ones have
They're so small now.
It's 47 days is the target. So rotating monthly would make sense for that.
Yeah. I think it's the register. It's only the register, the actual get cert bit that you need the stuff from. Yeah, I mean, ostensibly we need to run this script, but not actually generate a cert, because there is no benefit in spinning up a box and having a cert. Also, wildcard certs are slightly more complicated now. So we probably wouldn't want a wildcard. We'd probably want to set this for Vault. And then if we want this for console, we can just run this again for console.
Yeah, that would make sense. Extend this to be bakeable so we can bake it into an image as a base level.
And I think that's just the cron tab, which obviously we maybe don't want to be setting the cron tab on these blocks. We probably want to be adding to the cron tab.
Yep.
Nice.
That sounds like something that'd be a great thing to pick up next week.
Yeah. 4 minutes left. Yeah, nice.
Okay. So, this is it then. Thank you all for watching, tuning in. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's just checking something. But yeah, anyways, until next week, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bell button, and until next week, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.